Today on CCX News, concerns about vaccine access, how local lawmakers want to ensure anyone can get vaccinated. The federal government expanded vaccine availability at pharmacies during the COVID pandemic, but those expansions are set to expire at the end of this year. That has some local lawmakers worried.
While doctors and clinicians continue to make the case that they cannot do this work alone, they continue to agree that pharmacies are an essential part of filling this gap.
Representative Kristen Bonner of Maple Grove and Senator John Hoffman of Champlin want to make the pandemic-era vaccine expansions permanent.
This service allows for the screening and treatment process to be completed during a single encounter. Thereby, that improves access to care, counseling, that's the key thing, and patient outcomes.
A package of pharmacy bills at the Capitol also provides financial assistance to a shrinking group of pharmacies. Since 2018, 35% of independent pharmacies and 20% of chains have gone out of business. The Brooklyn Park man accused of plotting a Brooklyn Park home invasion that resulted in the death of his ex-girlfriend has pleaded guilty to the crime. Eric Haynes pleaded guilty Monday to aiding and abetting first-degree murder. The plea came just before jury selection for his trial was set to begin. Zaria McKeever was shot and killed in November 2022 by a Brooklyn Park teenager who Haynes recruited to help carry out the crime. Court records show Haynes meant to go after McKeever's new boyfriend at his Brooklyn Park apartment, but it was McKeever who ended up getting shot and killed. Sentencing for Haynes is scheduled for April 12th. He's expected to receive a life sentence with the possibility of parole after 30 years. Metro Transit police say they're ramping up fare inspections on bus rapid transit lines.
What we definitely want is more of a human presence so people feel safe and comfortable returning back and utilizing our system.
The Metro Transit Police Department announced the expansion of fare inspections while at the Brooklyn Center Transit Center this week. Metro Transit's community service officers will start monitoring BRT lines and stations, making sure each rider has a ticket. The announcement comes about a week after gunshots were fired at the Brooklyn Center Transit Center.
So that was an unfortunate incident where a physical altercation had taken place and one shot was fired. That individual was quickly apprehended and arrested. And this is why we have our supplemental security here to prevent incidences like that from taking place.
Metro Transit has a fare assistance program for people with lower incomes. We'll have a link to that program on our website. A Golden Valley food shelf needs your help this week to feed the community. Prism, a nonprofit with a food shelf in Golden Valley, is still working this week to reach its March donation goal. This campaign hopes to raise 300,000 pounds of food and money for people in need. So far, Prism is at 40% of their goal, and this is their last week. Prism's Alicia Weiss says the nonprofit is distributing around 140,000 pounds of food each month.
We're seeing, though, anywhere from 250 to 350 new families reaching out for support from Prism every single month. So the need is definitely still there and continues to rise.
Weiss says dollar donations are preferred, but anything helps. Prism is holding its final food share event, Fill the Food Shelf, on Friday, April 5th from noon to 4. Fans of donuts, ramen, and sushi will soon be able to get their fix all under the same roof in Golden Valley. A vacant space in the Golden Valley Shopping Center is being transformed into 2 new restaurants. There's Mochi Nut, which is a dessert shop that's a combination of American donuts and Japanese rice cakes. And right next door, there's an all-you-can-eat sushi and ramen restaurant called Nagoya. There's no word yet on when either restaurant will open, but construction is well underway. Anyone looking for a healthier option when they dine out now has a new place to go in Maple Grove. In this edition of Takeout Tuesday, Delane Cleveland takes us inside Hawai'i Poke Bowl.
Situated along Main Street in Maple Grove is a restaurant that offers the taste of the tropics.
So this is the Volcano Bowl?
Colorfully packed into a bowl.
I took a few bites and it inspired me to leave a Google review with a photo. And I've never done that before. That's how good this bowl is.
High praise from one of the customers of Hawai'i Poke Bowl.
Are these gonna be procured to go?
To go.
Sounds good.
Minnesota-based company started by Owen Liu.
It's like a trend. People realize eating healthier is becoming more important.
The bowls here are constructed much like something you'd get at Chipotle, but the big difference is that your protein consists mostly of raw fish like tuna and salmon.
We have a tofu, octopus, crabby, shrimp, and then cooked eel.
Essentially, the cuisine here is like sushi, only in the form of a bowl.
We have a friend of ours that he was originally from Hawaii, so he was the first one who kind of worked with us to teach us some technique recipes.
Now the general public gets to enjoy those recipes and get a taste of island life here in the Twin Cities.
I ordered the Hawai'i bowl, and I was really drawn to it because of the edamame. I'm a huge fan of edamame, and it surpassed all expectations. It is delicious.
1, 2, 3.
The hope is that others feel the same way. This Maple Grove location opened in March, and the owners want to send a message to folks that healthy food can also be tasty.
It can be tasty, it can be fresh. You don't have to pay a very expensive price for something that's quality.
Each bowl costs about $15.
There you go, sir.
A small price to pay for something that's not only good, but good for you.
It's great to have something fast, casual that we can get our vegetable serving for the day. So it's definitely a great addition to Maple Grove.
Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
The Maple Grove store is the 8th Hawaii Poke Bowl location. There are 7 in the Twin Cities Metro and 1 in Eau Claire, Wisconsin.